search the lockers ourselves.
You called us, Mrs. McCluskey.
Mr. Hadlow insisted. The last time we had a search, some of the parents complained.
It's up to you.
It's my old school.
Eh? What makes you think they're whistling a tune?
It's from the school fundraising drive. We need the money desperately.
Careful with that one, used to be mine.
Oh, well, you better get me some rubber gloves then.
Oh, I've still got the pictures of Kurt Cobain. I thought he was so gorgeous.
Well, he's dead now.
Well, he wasn't dead then.
Yeah, he could have fooled me. Oh, you're lovely.
What is that in my locker?
When your sandwiches are behind.
So do you think they'd ever take these home to get them washed or what?
Hello. What's this? Bit of weed.
You reckon? Heroin.
Holy bump, what's the place coming to?
I want this sorted out now.
Alan, Sue, I'll be with you in a moment. You found this in her locker?
At the school when we were trying to find the money.
All right. What have you done with McKinley?
She's still at the school finishing up the search with Cooper.
Is drugs at the high school?
Oh, yeah. It's a bit worrying, Alan.
Our daughter doesn't use drugs. Ask her.
Right, calm down. Try and take this one step at a time.
Yes, but if there are drugs at the school, then Kylie's at
Yes,
risk.
of course. Look, we're going to need to have a little talk to Kylie, but because she's underage... How old are you now, Kylie?
14.
We'll need one of you to be present at the interview.
She's just a kid. There's no way that stuff belongs to Kylie.
It's mine.
Where did you get it?
Mrs. Bunton, please let me ask the questions, will you? Where'd you get it?
Well, see, we were going to that new dance place.
Shorty's.
Yeah,
No, this is when.
Friday.
You told me you were staying at Roxanne's.
Mrs. Bunton,
Mum,
please.
everyone was going. You wouldn't have let me.
So, Kylie assured is where you got this from?
No. They said we weren't old enough and wouldn't let us in.
Okay, so where did you get it?
Well, we were hanging around outside and these guys invited us to a party.
That kid she gets around with, Garen Matthews.
Matthews?
We all know about the brother, don't
Look,
we?
I understand that you're worried, Alan, so would I be, but Kylie seems like a decent kid. It's not necessarily the end of the world. Lots of kids experiment with drugs. They don't necessarily become addicts.
So you think we should just tolerate
No, absolutely not. We can't pretend the drugs aren't coming into Mount Thomas. They're everywhere, but the worst thing we can do is make these kids
Someone's
feel like
bringing it
criminals.
in and they have to be stopped before
It's
they
a
kill our
police
kids.
matter now. We're onto it, okay?
We were all a bit stoned.
Oh, my God.
No, Mum, just ordinary dope.
You mean marijuana? All right, can you please give a verbal answer for us, Kylie?
Yes, marijuana. And I don't know, someone was just passing a few of these around. I didn't even know what it was. I just took one because it was there.
What, they were just giving it away, were they?
Not selling it.
No, someone just handed it to me.
Who?
I can't remember. Honestly, I was a bit out of it and they were just sort of being passed around, you know.
Who else was at the party?
Some guys from the band, some people from the club, and just a few kids from around Mount Thomas. Mostly older than us.
Who's us?
Me, Roxanne and Garen.
They're all at school together.
Yeah, did Roxanne and Garen get some free samples too?
Don't know.
Whose place was the party at?
Benny's.
Benny.
Matthews, Garen's brother.
The little weatherboard on the road up the tip.
Yep.
Party palace.
Yeah. We know Benny.
Well, he always has the band and the DJs in that back at his place.
Yeah, so it's a cool place to go, is it?
I suppose, yeah. If anyway, Mount Thomas is cool.
What's going on in there? I think I should be in there too.
I'll check. You just wait here. You finished?
Just about. Kylie's admitted the substance is hers, and I've just been explaining to her and Mrs. Bunton that depending on analysis, she can be up for a charge for possession of heroin and using marijuana.
Will she have to go to court?
Well, she has been very cooperative.
Well, let's just wait and see. As long as she keeps out of trouble, I think we can rely on the Buntons to make sure of that.
Of course.
I will be issuing a caution, though.
You understand that, Kylie?
Thank you very much, Sergeant Croydon. Kylie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She told us a very different story when we got her away from her father. She doesn't remember who gave her the drug, but she got it at Benny Matthews' place.
I thought Benny was cleaning up his act. Isn't he still on methadone?
Yeah, but he doesn't stop him from topping up. He's obviously got a scene happening out there.
And boss, they're giving away free samples.
Free of how long?
Let's talk to Matthews. If he's in business, I want him jumped on.
Boss, that sample does check out. It is heroin.
So now we know.
Jeez, these free samples are like a sales promotion, aren't
Well,
they?
it is a sales promotion. Someone wants to grow their business.
I wouldn't have thought Benny Matthews was that bright.
No, check it out on the drug squad.
Yeah, ask him what they know about this shorty nightclub character.
Got a name?
Abbott. It's going to be all over town by now.
Assisted by your family, no doubt.
We're not the only gossips in Matt Thomas,
All
thank
right,
you.
I'll check out this Benny Matthews.
Yeah, McKinley, you and Cooper go back to the school. Let the kids know we're on the lookout. Have a talk to Garrett.
Oh, you might want to have a talk to the friend. Girl, what's her name?
Roxanne.
Maggie.
Have you asked Robbie about my CD player yet?
I don't know why you're assuming he's the one who took it.
I'm not assuming anything, it's just that you offered.
Yeah, all right, I'll talk to him tomorrow.
You all right, Max?
Yep.
Lovely. Renovator's dream. Probably still asleep. Bloody low lives.
I do work at night.
Yeah. So how's Dash going without a CD player? She going through withdrawals?
Somebody borrowed it.
Yeah? What? Robbie?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, he's got a job.
Yeah? What's he doing?
I'll get off his back. Ah,
Jeez, what time is it?
time to get up.
A warrant to search.
Aren't I allowed to have friends?
Depends on what sort of friends, Benny.
Oh, what? You keep a register, do you?
Don't be smart.
You're still on a bond, mate. If you or anyone else is found doing drugs in your house, you could be in serious trouble.
Yeah, but you didn't find no drugs, though, did you?
No, but we found a needle and a syringe in your backyard. Benny, what do you have to say about that?
So, people drop them all over the place. It's
Are
disgusting.
you using again?
I'm on a program.
Answer
you know
the
that.
question. Are you using again?
What's this
Just roll up
about?
your sleeves
Give me your
next,
arm.
mate.
Give me your arm.
I'm clean.
Yeah, all right. Here we go.
Okay, so I still score the occasional hit. Are you going to bust me for that?
Well, that depends.
Hey, Benny, we hear that you've been trying to turn on some of the kids from the local high school.
Yeah. Little girls, as young as 14, handing out free samples.
No way.
Well, we got witnesses.
It wasn't me, mate.
Who was it then?
Man, I'm so far down the feeding chain, I don't know. Someone who came around, some roadie, someone from the club.
Club. All right. What club is that?
It's that new place, Shorty's.
Well, you've been scoring from someone, mate. You better give us a name. You don't have any choice in the matter. Give us a name.
When it's a choice between doing time or being dead, I know which one I'll choose, so get your own names.
Well, for my money, it all points to Shorty's.
But we don't know that for sure.
Well, Matthews is a regular, and all the people from the club go to his parties.
But all that proves is that people who use drugs go to the nightclub.
Mags is a classic pattern. Nightclubs and drugs.
Nightclubs. Not in Mount Thomas.
It is now, boss.
When I was a kid, the wildest thing in town was the 50-50 dance at the town hall. You had to wear a tie. If you rolled up your sleeves, you got kicked out. Certainly no drugs in those days.
No sex.
You reckon? But come on, what are we going to do about this? We can't just barge into the place and search everybody. You know the policy on that.
Well, we could do a few walkthroughs, frighten off the users.
Ooh, that'd make us really popular.
And achieve nothing. There's no point tramping through the place in uniforms just for show.
But, boss, at least we'd be sending a message. I mean, basically, the stuff's there. People are going to use it.
Come on, we've got to do this properly. We've got to identify specific targets and clean everybody out in one go. Until we know a lot more, all we can do is keep an eye on the place and gather intelligence. All right, you two, you can put that youthful exuberance of yours to a good use. I want you to check out this Shorty Abbott's joint. Go as patrons. You're looking for any signs at all of drug dealing, drug use, you know.
Enjoy, kiddies.
We're drinking at the force's expense. What about the drinks?
Well, there might be a small expense allowance.
Lemonade.
Yeah. Maybe Robbie will slip us some freebies. Yeah.
Robbie,
Works there.
didn't mention that, Mags?
Well, why would I?
Oh, it's just that if I had a brother that was an ex-junkie working at a nightclub,
You don't have a brother who is an ex-junkie, and you don't know what it's like. Now, that was the only job Robbie could get, and I totally support him in it. Don't you think there's a bit more on the top? I won't tell him you said that.
Hey.
Hi. Hey. Hi, niece. Are you guys going to be hanging around for dinner?
Dinner? What's the time?
1:30?
Oh, God, no. I've got to go.
about you?
Depends what time it's going to be ready. Better get to work.
Robbie, have you seen my CD player?
Oh, yeah, look, I'm sorry, we borrowed it. It's over, it's at Denise's.
Well, could I get it back?
Yeah, of course. Tomorrow, all right?
And Robbie, I really wish you didn't have to work there.
It's a job.
What's the guy who runs the place like?
Albert. Short.
No, I mean, what's he like
I
as
know
a
what
boss?
you mean. Stop being a copper for a minute, leave the job at work.
I'm sorry, it's just that I'm
He
worried
gave me a
about you.
job. What can I ask for? Right. Yeah, I like him. Okay, you satisfied?
I just don't want you getting mixed up in anything.
Drugs, nightclubs. Might fall off the wagon. I hear what you're saying. I'm all right. Save me some dinner.
Tomorrow!
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Robbie. You give him a chance. How many does he get, Maggie? You'll get your CD player back tomorrow. I promise.
You 18?
Yes?
Yes, she is.
Who asked you, Titch?
Excuse me. See? What? Want to check my eyeballs?
I just want my CD player back, Robbie. Before it goes up someone's arm.
You two are getting on well?
And there's the arm.
Constable, you on duty or just come to have fun?
Did you guys find out anything last night? I'll tell you later. You're just getting home, Robbie.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye.
Partied on a bit.
Robbie, you won't forget about Dash's CD player, will you?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Or maybe you could pick it up from Anissa's before you crash. I'd really like to get it sorted out
All right,
today.
but I've got to go back to work. I've got to clean up.
No, well, that's all right. I'll give you a lift over to Anissa's if you like. I've got the time.
It's not at Denise's.
Well, where is it?
The pawnbrokers.
Okay, then. Well, you're just going to have to get it back from the pawnbrokers.
Well, I don't have any money.
Well, why not, Robbie? You're working.
I don't get paid until Saturday.
What about last week's?
I spent it. They don't exactly pay me a fortune there. I had to lend a niece.
As well as pawn the CD player.
She needed the money.
Well, right. Is she using again, is she, Robbie? Is she?
Yeah. Is that what you wanted to know?
Are you?
No.
How much do you need?
50, but I don't want your charity.
Well, I want Dash to get her CD player back today. You take it. You can pay me back next week. Get away from Anise. I'd hate to see you use again. You've been doing so well.
Yeah.
You know you've got to break those connections, don't you?
Sure.
Will you?
She's my girlfriend. Now, you want me just to turn my back on her to save myself? Would you do that to me? Look, yeah, she's got a problem. But she needs my support.
I'm just worried about you, that's all.
Oh, I know that.
Just because you found a needle doesn't mean to say that she used it.
She was as high as a kite.
So you think this Anise woman actually scored at the club?
Practically in front of us.
Looks like the bouncers are dealing. One of them sent her to the other one, and that's when she went to the toilet.
Do we know who these bouncers are?
No, but they're pretty heavy-looking guys, and there are definitely drugs in the club.
Many people stoned there?
No, hard to tell.
And what about underage drinkers?
Could have been, but, I mean, you wouldn't know without checking.
Well, it might give us a lever to use against them.
Boss, Maggie, can I have a word, please?
Hey, did you know they reckoned I was underage?
If there's an idea, we can send you back to the high school undercover.
Well, I finally got onto somebody at Drug Squad, and they seem to think that our problem was pretty small beer.
It's crazy. We could be facing an epidemic here if we don't do
Yes,
something
I know.
quickly.
I'm just telling you what they told me.
Well, they are wrong.
Anything on this Shorty Abbott?
No, he's clean.
Bouncers?
No.
So that was it?
Mm-hmm. Our district, our problem.
Well, great. Let's get in there and we'll do our job.
Just hold your horses, Mags. Let's see what we're dealing with first, okay? Build a picture.
Oh, OK, so while we're sitting around doing that and the drugs are still coming into Mount Thomas, are we going to ignore it?
No, of course we're not.
What do you suggest?
I don't know. Something. Sorry to interrupt. Jean McCluskey's on the phone. There's a problem at the high school.
What's going
I
on?
want to know what she's doing about keeping drugs out.
And what are the police doing about this?
Something does have to be done, Tom.
Have you seen behind the sports pavilion? There are needles everywhere. Look, wait. We want these dealers and druggies and lowlifes run out of town. Right.
And if you don't do it, we will.
I wouldn't advise
Then
that.
do something about it. It's up to both of you.
As soon as we've got evidence that the law's being broken and who's breaking it, we will act.
How much else do you need?
Come on, look, we're as concerned as you are, but you have to let the law take its course. Now, would you please... Look, you're wasting your time here. Would you please go away and let us do our job?
We're not the only people who feel this way.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not. Now, come on your way. Come on, please. Off you go.
Yes. Can I help you?
It's Robbie Doyle here.
He's not in any trouble, is he?
No, I'm his sister.
Oh, yeah.
Is he here?
My name's Abbott. But some people call me Shorty. But my mother calls me Graham.
Maggie Doyle.
So, well, this isn't an official visit, despite the very nice uniform.
No, it's a private matter, Graham. Is he here?
Robbie! Come and visit me whenever you like. Don't worry about it, Robbie. We've all got families, mate. I've got a sister who's a nun.
What is...
Did you get the CD player back?
Is that why you came here?
Well, did you get it or not, Robbie?
No. I haven't had time.
Well, OK, I'll take you over there now.
I just can't leave work.
Graham?
Yes?
Sorry to interrupt. Can I borrow Robbie for 20 minutes?
Oh, no worries, Maggie. You can borrow him for as long as you like.
Maggie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the money.
Robbie, I gave it to you this morning. What did you do with it?
I had to pay a debt.
What sort of debt?
One that had to be paid. A niece came round to work and she was really, really strung out. She was in a bad way. And she asked me if I had any money and I wasn't going to lie to her.
You know what you're telling me, don't you, Robbie, that I'm effectively financing a niece's heroin habit?
Don't be stupid. Jesus, you don't understand.
No, I don't. Now, Robbie, I'm going out on a limb for you, but I have no intention of going out on a limb for a niece.
You think I wanted to do it? But sometimes the best thing you can do for someone who is really, really strung out like that is to give them money for a hit. Some things are more important than a bloody CD player, Maggie.
Not to me, not at the moment. Now, I have told Dash you are going over there with that CD player today and you're bloody well going to do it. This is my last, Robbie. You take it. Great, well, we've got all that now, but we'll need you to come in to make a proper statement for us, Mrs. Neville. No, there's nothing to worry about. Yep, great. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Sorry, took so long getting back.
You could have just dropped it at home. Thanks, Robbie.
Let's check out his nightclub, eh?
Now?
No problem.
No.
So, the Robbie one.
Well, he was just returning Dash's CD player, actually.
So everything's okay then?
Couldn't be better, really.
Good.
Mr. Abbott.
That's right.
How are you? I'm Senior Detective Hashem. This is Constable Doyle.
Yes, I know, Maggie. We're old friends.
Hey, you know each other?
Oh, well, hardly no. I came in here to see Robbie, and that's when I met Graham.
Well, the reason we're here, sir, is there's been some suggestion of underage drinking here.
No way, no. My people are under very strict instructions. No ID, no drink. I take that very seriously. I've got a licence at stake. I don't muck around. It's the same with drugs. If I find any of my employees involved with drugs, they're out, whether they've got a sister in the force or not.
It's good to see you've got such high ethical standards.
Look, I know the sort of reputation that clubs and club owners have, but my place has always been run clean. Didn't you check my record?
Oh, yeah, your record's clean.
Well, there we go then. But I appreciate the visit. Do you want a drink before you go?
No, thank you very much.
Well, drop in any time you like. Bye, Maggie.
Bye.
So what's this business with Shorty?
Well, you heard I came here to see Robbie about something. That is all.
Right.
Don't you believe me?
Sure.
Hi. My coat's gone.
What?
My favourite leather coat. I went home to take the CD player back and it's gone.
Hey, what are you saying? Are you saying that Robbie took it?
He's using it again. It's obvious.
No, he's not. He has promised me he isn't.
Oh, Maggie, come on.
Look,
what?
Dash, a niece is using again. He's just trying to help her.
I want to take Adam with me to the club tonight. Have a chat with the bouncers. Now, Abbott might be clean. Doesn't mean his employees are. Well, as long as we're doing something. Don't worry, I'm on it.
Hey, PJ. That's the one that supplied a niece. And there's the other one.
Stay here.
I don't believe for a second that Robbie would take your
Let's
coat.
just drop it, Maggie. It's not important.
Yes, it is.
Look, I might as well just go to the pawn shop and buy it back myself.
That'd be silly. You don't even know the code's been stolen. And you got your CD player back, didn't you?
Yes.
So?
So, what's going to be next, Maggie?
Dash, Robbie is having a really difficult time. He just needs to be given a fair go.
Is he giving you a fair go?
Do you know how terrified I am he's going to start using again? So I have to hold on to him. And he's going to be okay if I can just hold on. It's a niece who's the problem.
Maggie...
No, he will not let her go. She is dragging him down. If I could just get him away from her,
Maggie,
he'd be
it's
fine.
not just a niece. Robbie is back on it too.
No, he's not.
No, you just won't see it.
No, you won't see it. He is clean, but none of you will give him a chance.
Look, if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. And I don't expect you to choose between me and Robbie, because he's your brother.
That's right.
I think it's best that I move back into Mum's for a while.
That's the way you feel?
Hey, you went to the club last night, Dad?
Sure, it has.
Has anyone got any Panadol or aspirin?
Yeah, the bathroom cabinet. Hey, Robbie, is she going to be crashing here? Because if she is, I've got to go to work.
That's okay, I'm going to be here. I'll look after it.
I'll be here, packing. Dash is moving out.
Yeah? What? Why? Why are you doing that?
I'm just going back to Mum's. I need a break. Excuse me.
She all right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, it was a good night. You should have been there.
Sure.
There's a bit of a scene at Bernie's afterwards. Any eggs?
In the fridge. I'm gonna go to work.
Nurse, feel like an omelette?
I lost him. He couldn't have helped us anyway. Doyle, you're late.
I'm sorry, I had to sort something out at home.
Last night you were all gung-ho to nail these blokes.
Well, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree. We need more to go on, don't
Cooper, did you or did you not see these jokers dealing?
That's the way it looked to us, boss.
Let's not rush in. We need to be certain.
What we need is results. All right, you two, get out there, show us presents. Why do I get the feeling that everything's suddenly gone into slow-mo around here?
Hey, come here. What's your name?
Garen.
Garen what?
Matthews.
Why'd you run off?
Did I?
You've been in
G'day,
trouble
Benny.
with us before, have you?
Nah.
Hey, there was a bit of a party at your
drugs,
place last night.
Well, I hear that from your brother, did you?
Is there any action?
Why don't you ask him?
Because I'm asking you. Don't be smart. What other drugs are being used?
Oh, just the usual. Bit of grass, bit of speed, some eckies.
Any smack?
Oh, if there was, they weren't sharing it.
Is there any coming in?
Should be some in a couple of days, word is.
Whose word?
Just someone from the club.
You want to be a bit more specific for me, Benny? Otherwise, I'm going to march you back down to the station right past the front door of the club.
One of the bouncers.
Give me a name.
The big bloke. Buzzer.
Good boy. All right.
Yeah, off you go.
It's the bouncer. According to Benny Matthews, the information is coming from this buzzer bloke, the bouncer.
Is that enough for you?
When does he say it's coming in?
Next couple of days, possibly. He was very vague.
Where?
Didn't say.
Well, it has to be the club.
We don't know that.
So what are we going to do about it? Nothing?
Not until we know more, no.
Oh, okay, so we're going to wait for the heroin to come on into town and then we're going to risk it being
Maggie,
distributed.
we actually have to catch them selling the stuff, not just talking about it. Now, this Benny bloke, he could be lying. Now, there's no point in trying to bust him until we see him actually deal it.
Well, I'd rather stop the stuff before it gets here. So would the local citizens, I'm sure.
PJ, there are kids out there who are teetering on the edge and you're going to wait until they've got it in their hands.
That's the risk we have to take.
It's
now.
unfair.
What do you suggest?
Find a pretext, run them out of town, get rid of the temptation.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, so we make it somebody else's problem, do we? We run them out of town, right, and so they can set up shop somewhere else. Is that it?
I suppose you're right, but Maggie's idea does have a certain charm.
Boss, Alan Button's here to see you.
Not another delegation.
No, not exactly.
I want her charged.
What's the problem,
Alan,
Alan?
please,
Excuse me,
enough's
Sue,
enough.
look at
Let's
me.
go.
Hang on. Charged with what?
She didn't come home last night. After being told she was grounded, she snuck out. I caught her sneaking back in this morning. Tell the sergeant where
Alan,
you were.
stop
Polly.
it.
Excuse me? You were out all night with that scumbag Garen, weren't you? At his brother's place,
Look,
she
this
was.
might be very distressing for you, Alan, but it's not a criminal offence, all right?
Roll up your sleeve,
Alan,
Kylie.
stop it.
No, roll up your sleeve. What about that?
All right, Kylie, you've already been given a caution. We could charge you with using a drug of dependence.
Is that a teacher?
Kylie, you realise that? Okay, how do you feel about that?
Answer the detective.
Alan,
Thanks,
please.
Mr. Button.
I don't feel good about it.
If you help us with our inquiries, we might not have to charge you.
She'll help.
Okay, so tell us about last night. Where'd you go?
Garen's brothers.
Benny Matthews' place.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, who was there?
People from the club and that.
Some shorties.
Yeah.
Do you know these people?
Some of them. There was that bouncer guy, Buzzer, and the other one that works there, Brayden, I think it is.
Anyone else?
There was this guy. I don't know his name. He works there too, and he was with this girl. Funny name, Astrid or something.
Denise.
Yeah, niece, and people from the band.
Were there any other kids from town there?
A couple of year 11s.
Are they all doing heroin?
I don't know about all of them.
Oh, okay, most of them.
That's why they were there, weren't they?
Bitch, how dare you do that here? You are gone! You are gone! I'm charged because she was hitting up in my lounge room.
Take care of her nice things, mate.
She was in the lounge room and I walked in there with a needle hanging out of her
Is there
arm.
anybody with you?
No, but I want to charge PJ, use and
We'll
possess.
keep it as a possibility, Mags.
No, you're not listening to me. I want her charged. She doesn't. Robbie, get out! Robbie, get out of here!
You're just
I am doing this for you.
Well, why do you always have to try and run everyone's life, for Christ's sake? Get in there. Look, I'm going to be back with a lawyer.
She hates me because I'm on with her brother.
You were shooting up in my
Ask
house.
him, she hates me.
I tried with you and niece for my brother's sake, and how do you repay me?
Have you suspended at 1423?
I am not going to let you drag him down with you.
You're deluding yourself, sweetheart.
Maggie. Maggie, you do not want to do this.
My brother is an ex-addict who is this close from using again, and you're telling me to just hang in there until you can nail Mr. Big. Well, I don't know if I can wait that long, and I don't know whether Robbie will wait that long.
It's going to look pretty messy in court. It happens in your house with your brother's girlfriend. There's no independent
I
witness.
want
There's nothing.
something done.
A barrister will tear your case to shreds. So will the press for what?
He's right, Doyle. Look, you'll be lucky if she gets a fine or a bond if she doesn't get off altogether.
Maggie, it's not worth it.
I feel like I'm the only one who wants his place cleaned up.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, are we ever going to arrest anyone?
Listen, why don't we set her up to do a deal with this joker at the club?
I don't know. You're going to offer her a deal.
I thought you wanted some action.
I do. I want the woman charged who is using my house as a shooting gallery.
How much longer do you plan to leave her in there by herself? Just do it.
If she ever walks into my
Doyle.
house...
So first you check with Buzzer, and if everything's okay, send you to Braden. Is that it?
They kill people for doing this.
No, it's okay. And this time we'll be there.
Who's gonna stake me?
We'll provide the money.
And if I do this, you'll drop the charges.
As of now, the charges will be forgotten. But Ness, I have to warn you. If you say anything to anybody, we'll know exactly where the leaks come from.
So we're actually going to go make some arrests, are we?
I certainly hope
Maybe.
so.
See, what's the world coming to?
Well, let's just see what happens. Eh?
I want arrests, and so does the town. This has gone on long enough. And this is top security, not a word to anybody.
We didn't charge Anise.
Should do a deal.
Are you using again?
Everyone thinks I am, whether I am or not.
Well, I don't. But I heard from someone who was at the party last night that most of the people who were there were hitting up.
Well, then I must have been too.
Don't do this.
But then again, maybe I wasn't. Because this person said that only most of the people were doing it, so maybe I was one of the exceptions. But then why would I be? Because drugs are the only good thing in my life at the moment.
Stop it.
And everyone knows that once a junkie, always a junkie.
No, well, I don't believe that because I've seen you give up, so I know you can.
Hope for us all, you reckon? Well, it's been nice chatting to you. But I've got to get off to my job, my great job picking up dirty glasses and dirty ashtrays.
Robbie, I don't want you to go there. I don't like you doing it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I need the money. So I can buy more drugs.
Robbie, just promise me you won't buy tonight. Not tonight.
What? Why? We got something planned? No? Well, it just served me right, wouldn't it, Maggie?
Robbie, I am not doing this to punish you. I'm doing this because I love you.
Love? Love? Yeah, it takes a bit of sacrifice sometimes, doesn't it, Maggie? Love. See ya.
superiors will be very happy about this. This is harassment.
Take our chances.
Yeah, well, there might be complaints. Not very good press for the
We're
police.
acting on information received, sir.
Whoever you received it from's a goose.
Nothing.
No, sir. Even their hankies were clean.
No, they're pretty cocky, though, as if they were tipped off.
Hey, we're not worried at all.
You think it was her niece?
No, she was pretty terrified. Anyway, she was still here when we started the OP.
So if they were tipped off... Oh, no, we were just unlucky. We hit at the wrong time, that's all.
Yeah, that's probably it.
All right, you lot, off you go, get some sleep.
Word in private, Sergeant? Bex, you didn't mention anything to Robbie, did you?
No.
No, just asking.
Do you actually think that I'd be capable of doing something like that?
No, I don't know. Brother at risk.
For the last time, Robbie is not using, so why would he be at risk? What, no party tonight, eh, Robbie?
Hi.
First you get the whole town up in arms because you do nothing, and then you bungle the search. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to deal with the heroin that's coming into this town.
Well, you're not having much luck, are you? From what I understand, it's practically coming out of the taps. You've got it at the school, you've got it on the street, and you go charging off into this nightclub. Why? You know the policy. If there's any civil action arising out of this, it'll be your neck.
We only searched specific targets and we were acting on information.
And so were they, by the sounds of it. Now, that's the other thing. This station leaks like a sieve.
I object to that with respect.
With respect, with all due respect, sir, yes, I know. Now, you have a member here with a brother who's a junkie who also happens to be working at that same nightclub. Doesn't that strike you as something of a worry?
Doyle is totally reliable.
I hear she's been visiting this nightclub outside normal working hours.
Where did that come from?
The least you could have done was to cut her out of the loop. Either you clean up your act here, or I'll get ESD in to do it for you.
Did you say anything to anyone at the club?
I can read you like a book, Maggie.
But I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to.
So you told them. Who? Who did you tell?
Shorty. It's not the worst part.
What do you mean? Robbie, what do you...
Oh.
What do you mean it's not the worst?
He wants me to do it again.
Well, tip-offs?
Relying on you.
No. You can't offer this.
I have to. It's really easy to kill a junkie.
No, don't be so stupid. They're not going to kill you.
You reckon?
I'm not going to let them. You are not a junkie. This is just a relapse.
It's not. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. I'm really scared.
Oh.
I'm a mess.
It's all right. It's okay. Right. Listen, we're going to do whatever we've got to do, okay? You listening? We'll do whatever we've got to do.
Falcon Price reckons Doyle tipped off Shorty Abbott.
Why does he reckon that?
Looks like someone did.
I did. Because there was an undercover drug squad operation in place there, boss. Look, I recognise the bouncer. His name was Cameron Ford. He's going by the name of Buzzer. Now, I know him from the academy. He was a PT instructor.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
It was for your own protection. The less that know, the less that can be accused of leaking.
Oh, great. Great. Now I feel like a complete clod.
They're after the big guys.
So they're actually letting the heroin come into Mount Thomas?
Look, the drug squad look at things in a different way, boss. It's the big picture.
While we're trying to protect the little people, God, we're not even working to the same agenda.
I wasn't going to compromise a drug squad operation.
Well, at least we're all off the hook.
No, not quite. When I passed on my information, it seems they'd already heard.
So we're back to Doyle.
There's nothing to say that it was her.
She was seen going into the place outside hours. Are you aware of that?
It's probably just because of her brother.
It's because of Robbie that I'm so concerned. With Falcon Price breathing down my neck, we can't take a chance.
Boss, if she's not straight, no one is.
Well, it's a strange rumour.
Well, it's not that strange.
We can't function like this.
Righto. I'll go drop her some information and see what happens, but I'm telling you now, whatever the problems Maggie might have with her brother, there's no way that she would deliberately tip somebody off.
Shutting the gate after the horses bolted, aren't we?
I don't think so. They wouldn't expect us to do a second search.
My bed will be crying out for my company.
So that's it, midnight. Till the operation, no one is to go near the club. Understood?
Mm.
Okay, we'll meet back here at 11.
Thomas 509 to Mount Thomas Station.
Mount Thomas Station.
Yeah, boss, it's 10:45. I'm coming back. Yeah.
It's going to happen. It would have happened by now. I reckon you've given it long enough.